Lindalive show. Happy Sunday. Namaste, everybody. Well, it's your girl Linda once again, and I'm here to bring you live entertainment with lots of hot topics from the internet and around the globe. Something for you to think and talk about all week. Well, before we start, you know how we do it. Let's talk about last week, what happened. Well, last week there was a lot of birthdays. There were so many people who were celebrating birthdays, and I couldn't be there. But I hope you all had a wonderful birthday, and I couldn't make it. I'm really, really sorry about that. And there were so many hot pics as well. People went on holidays, you know. There's so many people who I still couldn't get on the show because there was not, there wasn't time. It wasn't because of the time. But don't worry, if you haven't seen yourself on the show, you definitely will one day. The show is still fun. So don't worry, I'll put you on the show if you haven't seen yourself. Anyway, last week, we were talking about, but before that, let's talk about shopping before I forgot. There isn't any shopping. I don't think there's a lot of sales right now because of the summer's almost over. So, but in Nigeria, tell you what, it was hot. Darling fashion. Darling fashion is really hot right now in Nigeria, and you need to go to the shop and, you know, get your outfits, your night, your wedding outfit, your wedding gown, your suit, your blazers, your office wears. There's so many items there right now. Your night gown, you know, your night wear, you know, when you go dinner, you know, those really celebrate those long dresses, you know, beautiful ones that are selling right now in darling fashion. So you can check them out. It's really hot right now in Nigeria, selling really fast. Buy your outfit and tell me what you think. Anyway, last week I was talking about motivation and unsung hero, and I was talking about child labor. You know, I raised up the issue about child labor, and I was talking about how kids are being left out of the society. You know, how certain kids are being ignored in, you know, places that we don't even know, suffering, you know, depriving them from having what they are supposed to have, you know. So I was raising up that issue because it's a really big global issue right now, and, you know, so I raised up today I want to discuss culture, because I don't think child labor should be part of our culture, you know. I don't think child labor is part of any culture. It's just, you know, but something that needs to be, you know, think on, you know, solutions need to be made about, you know, to eradicate child labor and let kids go back to school and do what they want to do. And live life like other kids. So today I raise up the issue of culture. Why I talk about culture is like the relevance of setting culture. Are some culture relevant? Should we be practicing setting cultures? You know, one of the big issues of culture is like, we have to, the world is global, very global. Like you can see me, I'm dressed like an Indian lady, you know. If they're getting married, this is what they normally wear. So, you know, so I'm dressed like an Indian, but I'm not Indian. I'm a Nigerian, and I'm Igbo speaking, but I'm British. So, you know, you wear this outfit, and it try to tell people where you're from. But I think the world has changed. The world is fast growing, and people are embracing different things. People are accepting different culture. People want to dress. You want to dress like an Indian lady. People want to dress like, because I saw this video on the internet, and then there's so many white ladies. They were wearing dresses, but they were all, I think they were British or American, something like that. I saw the video. They were all tying like Nigerian gele. They were all wearing gele. So I saw this. People are embracing different culture right now. So why I raise the issue about culture is some culture actually relevant? Are we, when you see certain culture, it's barbaric? I saw this video on the internet, and I couldn't even watch this culture. I couldn't watch the tradition. I couldn't. You know, it's about culture. Is all about. It's about the most important place of culture is. I put it down. It's about it's a tradition, the rites. You know, the things that people have to do. Because they say, some culture, when I watch videos, they say, it's a very old traditional culture. We have to do this, and I was like, if it's old, does it make it right? Is it make it relevant? You know, the Bible says God made man out of his own image and likeness. So, and if shouldn't we love ourselves? That's what the Bible said. Shouldn't we love ourselves? Shouldn't we have likeness for each other? So I think that. So when I look at videos and I saw some certain culture, and I could imagine why children have been ignored and left in certain places, you know. So that's why I say, are some culture relevant, or should we take off? Should also, are some culture, you just know, like abolish it completely? Culture, like, is communicating, embracing each other, accepting each other's culture, because that's the world we are right now. Accepting each other. Like, you're on the internet, technology can make you buy whatever you want to buy from any country, and regardless of how it's been made. I can just go online and decide to order an Indian outfit because I like it and I want to wear the dress. So do you think certain culture is relevant? Should we abolish certain culture? Because some of them you wouldn't consider it you wouldn't consider it at all. Like, even looking at it. Sometimes I even wonder when people go to this even video stuff like that. It's so irritating, it's so horrible. Some cultures are horrible. Some tradition, I just think it's just not right. I just think, should some tradition actually be existing? You know. So what I think about, I was talking about culture as well. I was thinking about a relationship. You know, we practice relationship, and we practice relationship. And some people, you're not supposed to marry from certain places because of certain issues, you know. Things about culture is just, you really accept each other. Like this morning, I woke up and I was listening to gospel songs. So I went on YouTube and I thought, oh, let me check out some. And the first one that came up was, I was checking, I saw this. I played a song. I thought it was English because it was everything. So when I actually played, it was a Ugandan gospel song, and it was playing. I was like really meditating. I was listening to it. I was enjoying it. I said, "Wow, it's nice." I didn't understand what they were saying. I didn't understand a word of what was said. Not one word. Not one word was spoken in English, I think. And the music played for about an hour, 30 minutes. I didn't understand what, but I enjoyed the song and I listened to it. I actually appreciate it. I really enjoyed it. Like, you know what? You know, culture is accepting each other. Like P Square, Davido, what's it called? Flavor, Techno, Timaya. They all were in America this weekend, I think. Yeah, they were all in America. And I think P Square is even going to Uganda soon. So, you know, stuff like that. These people are Africans, and their language is it's different from other countries. But this is culture is about communicating, the way we speak. We appreciate people and their culture. So what I'm saying is, when you see certain tradition, you think that, how would you want people to accept those culture? How do you think people will accept those kind of things that you are doing to people? Like when you think, when I watch, I don't know, I can't remember, I don't want to say the name of the country, but I think we all know, let me say Africa and Asian, we have certain culture that, you know, should we kick them off? We should be thinking of like abolishing, leaving them right now. Like, no, we don't want those. We don't want those. No, we don't want this culture anymore. We should move on. We should do things that will benefit everybody. Things that everybody can sit back and enjoy. You know, things that everybody can, like, you know, like I watch, like I'm just let me relate. Like in Nigeria, like in the olden days, people would, like the king and the queen, you know, people can come around. If you watch Nigerian films, you'll see all those certain cultures, you know. you sit down with the king and the queen, and they have like, you know, masquerade. They have like dance group come in. They dance for the king and the queen, and you see like what's it called? And then they have like village wrestling, stuff like that. You know, those are tradition. It's people are happy, but when you think about certain kind of culture, you be like, no, I don't think that's right. I don't think that's appropriate. I don't think that's it should be done to any human or even animals. I think some cultures should just, we should think about some culture and think like, what should be done? Think something needs to be done. You know, I know everybody. There's so many things. There's so many awareness on the internet right now, and we watch so many videos, and we just look at these videos, and you know, sometimes think about what could happen to somebody. What could be done to certain kind of things? How can we abolish certain things that is inhuman? Just because it's old, just because it's been there for ages, just because it's inherited, we've inherited from our forefathers, fathers, our great-great-grandpapa did this, you know. It's cute. Like, it's just not, it doesn't look right. Those, some traditions don't look right. They just don't look right at all. And I don't think, if you sing a song and I say, oh, I like this song, where is it from? Maybe from Uganda, like I did this more, like I enjoy the one. Yeah, I've accepted this is Uganda. But then, if Uganda somebody's doing certain things, I may not like it. I mean, if some traditions, there's some certain tradition that probably, you know, remember, like, let me speak about like Indian me. Nobody liked it. We felt, everybody thought it's barbaric, and you know. And then, and let me speak about Mary Celeste. He was in Nigeria, and it was part of the people who actually abolished certain kind of tradition in Nigeria. If you Google about these people, Mary Celeste, if you Google about her, you know you know her journey and how she helped to eradicate certain kind of brutal, really brutal cult tradition that was practiced back then in Nigeria. They were eradicated, you know. But then you think about yourself. If you research about this thing, anything, did we lost from such tradition? I really didn't think so. When I really don't think so. And I hope you don't too. So, well, certain kind of cultures just think like, no, it's not right. It's inhuman. We are in a very advanced world right now. So many things have changed. Technology is there, and it's making the entire, like the first week Charles was speaking. This show, if you watch my show, you will just, I think there's so many things that you can even understand. Because when we started the show, Charles was talking about how you can use social media to better yourself. How you can use social media to actually grow your empire. You can grow your business and social media. And Sundati came and we spoke about women in the society, how women should take up prominent jobs and become, so that we can, young ones growing can actually, the balance between the job. We're talking about women in society, and then me and Senator, we discussed about mass communication. We were talking how you can communicate to the public, how things that you should post on the internet, thinking about things, We have discussed a lot on this show, I think. And then I came up and I spoke lately about motivation and on Sunday roads, people who actually go out there to get people out of their darkest moments, who actually bring people out into the limelight. We were talking about motivation and on Sunday road, and I will speak. And last week again, I raised up the issue of child labor, and I talked about how we should go out there and help. And this week again, I came up with culture, and I'm still saying, emphasizes like certain things aren't just right, and we need to think about this. We need to understand that the world we are living right now, the environment is changing. And I think certain things should just just not right. I like tradition. Don't get me wrong. I love tradition. I am Igbo and I like I'm Igbo. I like tradition. I like culture. I do a lot of search. I enjoy culture. Let me just put it that way. I like to watch people's culture. I like to know. I know a lot of British. I like like the British culture, Nigerian culture, American, Indian. I like to learn. When I meet people, I talk to them, and I want to know. I just want to know how your culture behaves, how you do this, because it's an awareness. You will know certain things, and you'll be like, okay, yeah. It's just not this. It's different culture. The way these people behave and the way these people behave is different. It's different type of culture. So that's why I say, certain kind of culture. When you research about culture, if you are in Africa and you are in Asia, you know where I'm coming from. And when you think about some culture, right, or should they be eradicated? Should they be abolished? And should they have not ever been even existed? Like things, like think about it. I want you to think about it. I want you to relate this. I want you to research a lot about culture. Like, I think most African culture probably, we just know, like, it's just not right. We just know we need to change. Certain things needs to be changed, and the quicker it get changed, the quicker somebody's saved from brutality and barbaric acts. Well, I hope you all have enjoyed today's discussion, and you can leave your comments if you like the program. If you like the show, you can leave your comments, and you can send me an email, because I'll always leave the email and the email at the end of the show. You can follow me up on Instagram. I am on Instagram. You can follow me up on Instagram. You can always leave me a message. If you're on my WhatsApp, you can text me. If you are not on my WhatsApp and you've got the email addresses on the show, you can email me, and we actually can talk about what you think about certain things that we are doing on the show. And we always welcome suggestion. If you think like where we can improve on the show, we always welcome your suggestion, and we will appreciate constructive criticism as well. Anyway, for those of you who celebrated your birthday this week or yesterday, the day before, and today, I couldn't be there, and I'm sorry. I am so busy, but I hope you all enjoyed a wonderful birthday party celebrations and everything going around in their faces. Atmosphere is amazing right now, and there's so many hot pics. Diamond DB Ufoma, your picture, you look absolutely amazing on this picture. I loved it. Tuesday, I like your picture. You always look stunning anyway, so I really like your picture that you posted, and I thought I'd share with people. And for all the is the Lindalive show, and I hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to leave a comment, subscribe, like, tweet, share, post. I will see you all next week for another wonderful topic that you can relate with. And namaste. I believe you like my sari that I go from in. I believe you like my outfit. Well, anyway, before I forget to say this, about culture, I want you to send me a video. If you're on my WhatsApp, send me a video. The email address is always on the end of the show, and it's still gonna be Email me your outfit, what you wear, what culture you like. Sometimes we like to do certain things and we haven't got the opportunity, but now you got it. So I want you to dress the way you want to dress. I want you to, do something. Say, Linda, this is the culture of this country, and I will put it up next week's show. I'll make sure it's on the next week. You're dressing, the way you've dressed is tell me the country, because probably not. No, I'm not sure if I know every single culture. I know some. Some people say hi in their culture when they greet. Some people say namaste, and some people say kedu. Some people say, what is it? Well, okay, that's phrase. Well, don't forget to tweet, like, share, post, and I will see you on next week. Okay, in the live show. Bye.